Okay.
Nice municipal waste patch.
Oh yeah, thanks.
I saw them a couple years ago. I don't remember. Maybe it was the Orpheum?
Yeah.
Probably the Orpheum.
I was actually gonna give you this this nice chair.
Oh.
But
Fuck.
it's alright.
I'm good with this.
That's why I left this microphone up high.
Ah.
It's fine. Yeah, you can adjust it. You just like twist it here, and you can pull it up higher if you need to. Oh yeah, let's start this. Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the very first episode of Chat with a Rat. Our first guest is comedian and musician Miles Neff. Say hello, Miles.
Hey, that's me. I'm Miles. Good to be here.
Good to have you, sir.
Sweet.
So I wrote some questions out for you.
Oh yeah.
So we'll start off with a couple of those.
Hit me with them.
So the first one is, how long have you been doing comedy for?
Oh, well, I did a handful of open mics before COVID, and then I did, I don't know, I did a couple more, like into 2020, and then, let's see, probably January, February 2021, so a little over a year ago, I started really like hitting it on a regular basis, and taking it somewhat seriously.
Okay. How long have you been doing your music stuff for?
Oh, so I started piano at 5. Yeah, piano at 5. I didn't play very long. I hated it. My mom tried to teach me. It's terrible to try to learn something from your parents. It's like the worst
I
ever.
agree.
And then, let's see. I guess I tried drums a little bit when I was like 10-ish. And I picked up the bass when I was 12. I played bass for quite a while. And then I picked up guitar somewhere along the way too. And that's what I focus on now, man. Like if I'm just noodling around, it's gonna be on a guitar.
Yeah, I know that's what you were playing whenever I seen you play the other
yeah.
day on acoustic. Kind of had almost like somewhat of like a rockabilly vibe.
Yeah,
to it.
I dig rockabilly.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you're into rockabilly.
Yeah, I don't listen to a lot. I got really into Reverend Horton Heat recently,
yeah.
though. I don't know, maybe within the last couple of years. Like,
Yeah.
recently went and listened through his complete discography.
I went and seen him play in Orlando a while back.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I definitely could, like, I don't know, it sounded like, at least to me, I was picking up on like a little bit of like some rockabilly vibes, like especially like in like in the way you're singing, like
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, it sounded.
I feel yeah. There's almost just a little bit of a country twang there.
Yeah, that too.
Florida country twang.
yeah, I guess that it kind of goes hand in hand, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So I know you were doing some music with that other guy. You made that video with that other musician.
Oh, drummer? Was it a drummer? Oh.
I guess you did the music and he
That's right.
sang on it or something.
Yeah, the one that I guess it was a collaboration track. It was really he sent me vocals and acoustic, and then I laid down everything else underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, that was I guess that's a lyric video. That's
Right,
Dugan,
yeah.
Truckin' and Cuckin'.
Yeah.
He writes
that's
good
a
shit.
good one. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, we got another collaborative song. Actually, this one, I sent him music, and then he just laid down vocals over top. So
Oh,
we
okay.
kind of did it the other way around this time.
Alright.
But yeah, we're gonna keep working on shit.
That's cool.
He's got good ideas for sure.
So is that just like something y'all are doing for fun, or?
Yeah. Well, I got. It's all being released under a record label I started, the Half Cash Bowl Records.
Oh right, yeah.
Kind of under the Half Cash Bowl conglomerate. I don't know. I'm just trying to funnel all my creative ideas through that
Right
in
on.
some way.
Yeah, I feel it. Well, that's cool. Let's see here. What else have I got in here for you? Who is the worst comedian that you know in person, other than me?
In person, the worst. I mean, like, I don't know.
Hitting you
no,
with
you know what?
fire.
Fuck it, I'll say it. Let me think about this carefully for like 3 seconds first. Yeah, fuck it, Steve Bix.
I don't think I know who that is.
Yeah, I met him recently, and I hope to never meet him again. Yeah. And if somebody shows in this clip, I do not give a fuck. Because he's trash. He's just trash.
Oh man, coming with that fire, son. I love it.
Well, he immediately after my set approached me to give me advice. Immediately.
Love it.
Talking
Love it.
over the next comedian immediately. It was just so incredible. So Steve Bix. That's the guy.
Right on. Where is he out of? Like Tampa?
I guess he's Tampa Bay area. He doesn't come to most mics because he knows apparently. He knows he's dead.
That people don't like him.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. He's gotten the picture along the way apparently.
Right.
But he's been in it 30 years. I've been in this 30 years, kid. Let me tell you what to do.
Yeah, I've been here 30 years and still doing the same mics that you guys are that have been doing it for like 3 months.
Definitely raises some suspicions.
Yeah. Right. So who is your favorite comedian that you know? Personally.
Okay. That's a good question too. There's a there's a couple, I guess. I think John Turkel is probably like the funniest dude around, in my opinion.
I feel like I know that name. But don't think I can put a face with it.
I think maybe he's done a Lakeland show at some point.
The name sounds familiar, but I don't know. I can't put a face with it. Maybe, I don't know. A lot of times I run into people and I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen this guy before.
Oh, yeah. And it's also weird, like, seeing people's names all the time on Tampa Bay Comedy.
Right, yeah. I see a lot of these people, like, I don't know. It's just like a wall of names most of the time, you know.
And then you meet them, and, like, you kind of do that, like, we kind of know each other, but don't really know each other. Acknowledge, but
right.
don't really.
Yeah, for sure. I never know how to approach, like, a lot of these people that... like I know that they know who I am, and I know who they are, but like we've never like officially like met.
I'm literally saying it's nice to officially meet you to people.
Yeah,
I like go out of my way.
Right.
Like I don't know, I don't think we've actually met, but it's nice to officially meet you.
Yeah, I do that. I've done that a few times. Yeah, that is a good idea.
I just hate to walk into a room with people and like go down to the line and like just kind of ignore one person. Like that's the worst thing to do.
Sometimes I purposely do that.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
But not usually. I like most people that I've met while doing comedy. The majority of them. There's a couple that I'm not a huge fan of, but
there's I'm learning how to walk away from conversations.
Yeah.
Like when to just leave and not waste my time.
Right. That's hard for me.
Walking away from.
Yeah. When people are talking to me, I don't know. I feel bad walking away from people.
I've a couple times recently literally just faked having to go to the bathroom. Like, I gotta go take a piss, and walk away, never walk back to the conversation.
Hey, that's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah. I know. Recently, I've had it happen to me like a handful of times recently where a guy will come off the stage after bombing like horribly. There's one person in particular that I'm not gonna say who it is, but it bombs every single week, and like every single time after he bombs, he comes off stage, and I'll be like standing outside smoking a cigarette, and he's like, "Oh, what's up, man?" Blah blah blah, like dapping me up and stuff, and I'm like, like we're not buddies, man, and like. And how dare you come try to be my friend after that embarrassment?
Just looking for anything
I guess.
To make it feel better.
Yeah.
To make it not feel terrible. Just dying inside. Or maybe not being, maybe that person's past truly doesn't give a shit that they just bombed.
I think it's the latter, honestly. I think they are not self-aware.
There are a lot of those people out there.
There is.
Why do they come to comedy? Why? There's definitely a segment.
You would think that after you go on stage so many times, especially back to back, like weeks, you go like, or nights especially, but I know a lot of these people just do it, weekly or whatever. So say you go one Wednesday and you go up there and do this set and you just bomb. It's awful. Yeah. So then you go back the next week and these people, they get up there and do the exact same set that they bombed with the week before. It's like, you didn't think you might should adjust some things? like maybe. Which, sometimes there's just bad nights, the crowd sucks or whatever, and you just bomb. But like, whenever you watch every other comedian get up there and do at least okay, and then you get up there and just get nothing, that means you need to work on some stuff,
I'd say. Somebody once told me it's like hard for people, I don't know, like almost, I guess it's just like truly denial. Like their brain's padding it, like the couple little chuckles they're getting to them sounds like a roaring response.
Right. They're like, my dad was smirking over there in the corner. Like he liked it.
That was it. That's all I need.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, I guess. They always bring their girlfriends with them.
Oh.
It'll be like their girlfriend and their girlfriend's mom, or like their girlfriend and their sister or something.
Yeah.
They're like, well, at least I got two people laughing for me, or something along the lines,
Yeah.
They always have their own fan club.
I've met a couple people recently that also do. It's like, oh, you invite your friends for a purpose. They will laugh louder than anyone else at your stuff, apparently.
You're the biggest fans of bad comedy I've ever seen. It's crazy. I don't know. Moving on. I already asked you that joke, or that question. Let's see. So, who do you usually steal your jokes from?
Stephen Wright, 100% Stephen Wright. That's where I was supposed to be right now. Stephen Wright got canceled and postponed for 9 months.
What happened with that?
I'm assuming COVID-y stuff? I don't know. Somebody else told me, and then I would have shown up today if I didn't go to remind someone else.
Jesus.
And then, oh well. I'm glad I didn't drive all the way downtown to St. Pete.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
I'd say that's my biggest influence now, for sure.
Fair enough. I don't think I'm familiar, honestly.
He was, I guess, pretty much the original, dry deadpan.
Okay.
Not British, because those dudes have been deadpan forever.
For sure. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I saw it, maybe I'd know. Because it does sound a little familiar, but...
He's pretty recognizable. What about you? Who are you stealing from?
Everybody, man.
Yeah?
I don't know.
What's your favorites, though?
I would say my biggest like inspirations probably one of them, just like with how I approach writing jokes,
Yeah.
would be like Mitch Hedberg, because like he just writes like really like it's like set up punchline. You know, it's just like short, very short.
Yeah,
to the
Stephen
point.
writes the same way.
So I try to
All
write
short.
everything like that, mostly just because my memory sucks.
Yeah.
So
Mine, I feel it.
so, and if I ever get up there and like I lose train of thought, I have like just like 100 short jokes written, so I'll just like start pulling. Yeah, exactly. I've got just like a whole bag full of short jokes, you know, and I don't have to follow any sort of like storyline or any. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like, in my opinion, that's what works for me. I don't know. And I personally enjoy watching people do jokes like that too.
Yeah, me too.
I get the same laugh out of this joke that took 20 seconds than I do out of this joke that took 5 minutes, you know?
I'm not very big on the like storyteller comedian
Me,
stuff.
every once in a while, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know?
Mike Birbiglia. I'm
I like
surprised that I'm really into him for how much I'm not into that style.
Well, yeah. I probably wouldn't have ever gotten into him if it wasn't for one of my exes was a huge fan of his. So I watched like all of his like specials, and I ended up like becoming like a fan of his. I do like I do like it. But I probably never would have really cared about it like otherwise. But no, he is funny for sure.
I definitely watched his early stuff just because there was like so limited shit to watch at that point. And
Yeah,
like, I don't know, 2010, I was just trying to scrape whatever
Right.
I could find, and then it just slowly grew on me. I don't know.
And I also like Anthony Jeselnik a lot.
Yes, he's my number 2.
Yeah, yeah. And I just like how I especially like how many people do not like him, which makes me like him more.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, people are always like, "Oh, you dude's such a fucking asshole," or whatever. I'm like, I fucking dig it. I think it's funny.
He's the best heel. He's
Yeah,
he's the
exactly.
comedy
Yeah,
heel.
exactly. He's purposely that guy. Like, and it's not just his comedy. Him as a person. Like, he's like presents himself as a giant douchebag.
Yeah.
I love it.
There's another guy, Todd Barry. He actually, I guess Jeselnik. He was like the guy that Jeselnik took a lot of influence from when he was first starting. The slow, calm, cool delivery sort of thing.
Right.
Which is not what Todd Barry looks like at all. It's weird because it kind of looks like Jeselnik, but Todd Barry does not look like that kind of guy.
Okay. I'll have to look into it. I don't know, maybe I feel like a lot of times I'm like, oh, I don't know who that is, and then I'll go look and I'm like, oh, I do know who that is, or whatever. But
he's got a special on Netflix called Spicy Honey. It's probably my favorite special, even though he's not my favorite comedian. Just like single favorite special.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll watch that. I'll watch that after we're done with this.
What else you got in that book?
So this book that I'm reading out of is actually my therapy diary.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. One of my questions was, would you like to hear some of my therapy diary?
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so how old is this?
Not very.
Okay, so this is recent.
Pretty recent.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say it's
Well,
probably.
Congratulations for getting into therapy.
Oh yeah, man, it's been great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This is probably like right around the time I started doing comedy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I also tried therapy for a couple sessions right around the same time I started comedy.
Yeah. No, it's funny. I started doing therapy. I'd say, I don't know, a few months before I started doing comedy, and no, it's probably longer than that. But I started seeing a new therapist.
Yeah.
Like a few months before I started doing comedy, and then and I was like, miserable. And
With the new one?
no, I liked her.
Okay.
Like just in life, I was like
Gotcha.
miserable. Like to the point where she was like, Jesus. Yeah.
Like, damn, that is bleak.
Yeah, she was like, I can like feel the depression when you walk in the room. Like,
Oh man.
yeah. But it was funny because like after I started doing comedy, and it wasn't just that, but like I met like a lot of cool people. My life in general got better. So now like where I'm going back to is like comedy like was the best thing that ever happened to you. And it's like yeah, I mean there's other things too, but yeah, it was pretty good. Like it helped a lot. Yeah. So anyways, one of the things that I wrote in here is read this to myself before I read it out loud. I'm not gonna read that one.
Oh wait, so this is literally the first time this has ever been said out loud.
Oh
These
yeah.
thoughts.
Well,
Okay.
I gave it to my therapist.
Oh,
Not
okay.
to read it.
So you all talked about it.
Yeah. This one says, I have zero faith in humanity. I think most people are terrible and narcissistic. I just want to be the old couples that I deliver to that watch I Love Lucy and drink margaritas and listen to Jimmy Buffett all day.
Hell yeah.
So, if that doesn't tell you...
I can't argue with any of that sentiment. That's all on point.
Hell yeah. That's a little peek inside of my brain.
Yeah. What do you think about, I don't know, people that think we're going to pull through as humanity altogether? We're going to make it, like, the technology will catch up, we'll be able to make everyone live full, happy lives, healthy. Like, somehow the technology is going to fix it.
No. I don't think we'll even be alive in probably the next, like, 20 to 30 years, probably.
That's reasonable.
I mean, I feel like I wouldn't... Society, or humanity in general may be completely wiped off the map.
There are too many nuclear warheads in existence for
And
something that not to happen ever.
Yeah, too many nukes, too many narcissistic, short-tempered people in control that have
go-getters. Real
that have very fragile egos. They're like, just let me push the goddamn button. And then that's all it's gonna have. One goes off, and then that's the end in general. And then everyone's gonna start hammering on the bitches.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
You think? Am I still in the shot if I lean back with this?
Yeah, I think that it has like all of that area. I think it has. So you should still be good. I might probably be out of the shot more than you, but I think you're good. Which is fine, because you're the guest. So it's good that you sat over there, actually. Nobody cares about seeing my ugly fucking face anyways. Alright. So, how bad do you think a dino problem would have to be for it to be considered a dino crisis?
Like more than one. Oh. I was gonna say more than one dino per human ratio, but that seems like a lot even then. I think more than a handful of dinos is probably a dino crisis.
I agree. I think if the T-Rex gets loose, it's crisis mode.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Power goes out in the raptor pen.
Ooh.
It's a fucking crisis.
To be honest, I'm probably dead. Probably dead pretty quick.
Yeah, no,
Pretty
absolutely.
quick at that point.
I would be. I don't know. I would either be dead or so fucking far away, like the first person gone.
Yeah.
I would be like, just like see a dinosaur. I'm like, all right, fuck everyone here. Bye.
I don't need to pack up much.
Yeah. No, let the dinos have my valuables. I'll buy new ones. I'll buy new friends, a new family, all of it. I'm just out of here. So, next question. Why are you such an idiot?
Oh man. You know, think it's because I melted my brain with fucking daytime television and porn as a teenager. Just fried me. That's why.
Fair enough.
Could have skipped all that, been a much better human overall.
Yeah. Probably the same. Also, drugs didn't help.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't even. Fun fact. I didn't start smoking until I was 21.
Wow.
Like a responsible adult.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah, I was against it. I thought smoking weed was just like degeneracy. I can't
Really?
believe people are doing that. Yeah.
Did
But I
you,
was
like,
drinking like an asshole already.
Did you go like a Christian school or something like that growing up?
No, we were moderately Christian growing up.
Yeah. I went to Christian high school.
Oh yeah. Around here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Evangel.
Vandal. Okay.
It was back where like Carpenter's Church used to be. That place was a nightmare.
Yeah. Was it like everything you hear in stories, like fucking shitty nuns?
No, well, it wasn't a Catholic
Oh,
school, so
okay.
there wasn't
Christian school.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was just, I don't know. There was some good people there. I still know some people from there, but I don't know. It's just a lot of hypocrisy.
Yes. There usually is in any Christian setting. I learned that going to church.
Yeah, right. Yeah. God still forgives me, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay to, it's, we had what was it, an accountant. He was like a volunteer accountant for the church, fucking ripping them off like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. I know one of the people that were like really like had something high up to do in that church, or like the church that the school was a part of or whatever. Like ended up like going to prison for like a long time because of like ripping off like a bunch of people or something like that. I don't know the
Like,
full story, but
From the community of the church ripping off those people, or
I think that and more. From what my
Damn.
understanding was, yeah. I don't know the whole thing, but I know that I think he's been in jail like most of my life and is still in there. So yeah, it was a big old ripoff.
I'm always impressed by people who can think of Ponzi schemes.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
I can't even wrap my head around like figuring that out.
I get jealous because
Ah.
usually these people get caught because they get too greedy, you know?
Mm.
And it's like if they would have just stopped like a while back, they could have just made a lot of money and then it's been fine. Like I'm jealous because I'm like, I would stop, you
Yeah.
know? I would just be like, okay, I made $1 million, I'm cool,
Yeah,
you
I don't
know?
need
Like
to
I'm
get
good to
10
go.
million.
Yeah, well, I don't need $1 billion.
Yeah.
I ripped off, Florida.
Yeah.
I'm cool, you know? Like, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe I feel differently after I became a millionaire.
Yeah, it's never enough.
Yeah.
That's it.
I feel like most people are just shitty once they get a lot of money.
I've heard a lot of people, I don't know, richer entertainer types being like the money is never enough. Like
Yeah.
you will never be fulfilled by money. It's
I feel like it's usually rich people that say shit like that.
yeah.
Like I feel like whoever it was that came up with like the saying "money can't buy happiness" was probably like a fucking king or some
Yeah.
shit. You know, like it wasn't like some poor guy on the street that was like
an oppressor of some sort.
Yeah. There was not some guy eating out of a dumpster that was like, you know what, money can't buy happiness. Like no, I bet that like money could make that guy happy right now.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. I don't believe a poor person came up with that saying. I think somebody
It's-
very rich, probably
Yeah.
getting a blowjob by like 3 people's wives at the same time. Like,
Yeah. It's cult leader shit.
yeah, exactly. He's like, yeah, you know what? Money couldn't buy this happiness.
Don't need your earthly riches.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's why he was saying it. He's like, lay your money down at my feet.
Yeah.
The only thing that can bring you true happiness is me. follow my fucking scriptures.
You know, that's the thing. I almost know nothing about cult, just like the history of cults in the U.S. and stuff. I am always surprised every time I hear that. Oh yeah, he was banging all their wives.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
that blows my mind every time.
And
Like,
it's
that's
like,
a
yeah.
major part.
And it's like every single time that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing every single time.
How does a guy convince like 50 other guys to let him bang all their wives? How does this happen?
People are fucking stupid. That's how.
Yeah.
People are just so fucking dumb. I don't know.